everyone, it's your girl Suzanne. I'm sorry if the video quality is a little messed up. I'm using the phone. I'm trying to invest in a camera, but anywho, welcome back. If you're back, what's up? What it do, baby boo? How are you beautiful ladies doing? And if you're not subscribed, girl, subscribe right now, cause if not, then you just a fan, honestly. Anywho, give this video a thumbs up too. As you can see by the title, I'm gonna be telling my labor and delivery story. I'm gonna just get it over with. I'm still gonna do like hair tutorials and makeup tutorials and everything, but your girl has just been lagging on uploading a video too. I'm talking too much. Okay, let me just get straight to it. Anywho, I remember that my due date was July 19th. I gave birth on July 16th, but my labor pains and, well, not labor pains, I'm gonna just say like labor basically started for me July 14th. So, I was in labor for 30 hours. Bitch, for some women, pain tolerance is different. They can't even tell when they're in labor. Some females will pop up at the hospital at 5 centimeters. No, me, I felt it since the get-go. I remember the July 14th was a Sunday. That day, well, it was around the nighttime, around 9 p.m. I had woken up from a bomb-ass nap. That's probably the best nap I've had. That's probably the last best nap I've had ever since having a kid or whatever. Like, that was literally the last time I had some good sleep. Anywho, I need to stop getting off track. I went to the bathroom, and when I peed, I noticed that my underwear had like red in it, and I'm like, oh my god, why am I bleeding, you know? And so I ended up I was talking to this girl at the time, like she was a homegirl at the time, and I ended up showing her a picture that I think it was my mucus plug, you know, or the bloody show they call it. And I was telling her, and then she was like, oh shit, like maybe you're in labor. And I had ended up calling my man's aunt, and I was telling her, I was like, mira, like tengo sangre. And then so they were telling me to go to the hospital, but I was like, look, I'm not feeling contractions, I'm just spotting. It was literally a little bit of spots. I was like, you know what, I don't think it's anything, like it's probably just, you know, I'm gonna be in labor soon, but I didn't think it was gonna be that soon. Okay. So then I try to go to sleep, but I guess, you know, when you take a nap, you can't really fall asleep at night. Well, I think that's what happened to me. So I couldn't really fall asleep, and then I actually started feeling pains, and I ended up telling my man, like, hey, I think we should go to a hospital because the girl feels like period cramps and stuff. And I was right here thinking, maybe I'm at 3 centimeters already. Bitch, when I get to the hospital, they're like, you're at 1 centimeter, you could go back home, like you could labor at home. And I'm like, I don't want to labor at home. I want to labor here where, you know, like, but at the same time, I was like, you know what, like, at home, I could be in my bed, I could take a shower, I could eat, because if they, you know, when they admit you into the hospital, then you can't eat or nothing anymore. So I was like, all right, then I'll just go back home. So we went back home, and it was like around 2 in the morning that we went to the hospital. We got home like around 4 in the morning. And so then, my man actually I think he went to work. I'm not sure. I don't remember if he did. But, oh no, I think it was his mom that went to work. Anyways, so then, I tried to go to sleep. I couldn't go back to sleep. The pain was getting worse. So then I started bouncing on my birthing ball. I think around 7 in the morning, I took like a really hot bath, so that it could help with the pain. And honestly, it helped. A bath, and then, like, you know, you're sitting right there chilling. Girl, them baths help. They put in work. So I was right there chilling for like a little bit. Then I got out. My suegra was like, tienes que caminar, Susana. Así se te va a hacer todo pronto. And I'm like, girl, I don't feel like walking. But it's because I was a lazy ass when I was pregnant. But anywho, I started walking around the block and everything. I was going back and forth. Because I was like, fuck it. I mean, gotta help put this baby, you know, take this baby out. I was also doing squats And then so yeah, my labor basically progressed around 4 p.m. They were my grandma, my man's aunt, everybody kept telling my suegra and my man to take me to the hospital. They're like, if she's feeling contractions and she's bleeding, you have to take her to the hospital. And then I was like, I don't want to go. Like, that's when I started getting kind of like anxiety, because I was like, fuck, like, I really, like, I'm nervous. Like, I have to fucking push a whole ass baby out my vagina. Like, that's the moment I dreaded my whole life. Giving birth, okay, bitch? What if I tore from my front crack to my butt crack? You know, like, I was like, fuck. From my vagina to my butt crack. I said front crack. Anywho, yes, so I got to the hospital. They were like, oh, you're at 2 centimeters. And I'm like, bitch, I only went 1 centimeter up. They're like, they said that I was like 2.5, because it felt like I was about to get to 3. And so but they let me stay in. They ended up giving me the IV, you know, like, they were like, okay, because you can't eat no more. And they also gave me water, so I was just drinking water and IV. And I had the IV, you know, to keep me hydrated for my baby and all of that. And I was walking around in my hospital room. My grandma, my suegra, and my man were in there with me in the first room. After that, it could only be 2 people. So I was transferred to like 3 rooms. But the first room, all right, so I'm right there walking around, and then I just feel like this really bad pain. And I'm like, oh shit. And I'm like, no, I gotta sit back down. Like, I gotta go back to the bed. And then after that, that's when I really felt like me being able to talk kind of calmed down. Like, I noticed that I was kind of like the walking and talking kind of like was like, okay, there, like, bitch, you're getting to your point of like your pain tolerance. And so then I ended up sorry, it's because some people are walking by and I feel so awkward. Okay, so I ended up throwing up, and it was when they were gonna transfer me to the other room. And I remember the midwife had done a cervical check, and she said I was at 5 centimeters. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's why I felt it. Like, I felt when it, like, I guess opened up a little, I don't know, but that one contraction, oh, it was such a fucking pain. Like, that's one of the, I remember it. And so then got to the other room. In the other room, I don't really recall much, because honestly, I was just in so much fucking pain. Like, my man left me alone. Honestly, I know I see videos where people are gonna give birth and then their man is so supportive and everything, and like rubbing their back and shit. No, I did not want my man anywhere, like touching me, nothing. Honestly, I just wanted to deal with it alone. I was like, please do not, like, don't even talk to me. I wanted only to be talked to if I was talking to them. Like, I did not want to be talked to at all. I was like, bitch, just leave me alone. I'm going through so much fucking pain, and that's it. And so then, yeah, right there, I was in that room. I was going through so much freaking pain. I ended up calling the lady. I called the nurse. I was like, please give me the fucking epidural now. I need it now. And the anesthesiologist comes like an hour later. She puts the fucking epidural in, and then they're like, oh, there's a button or whatever that you could push if you need more of a dose. Bitch, that epidural did not work at all. I felt every single fucking pain. I swear to God, it did not go away. I pressed that button 30 times. The anesthesiologist had to come back. She replaced the needle. Like, she had to do it all over again, and still nothing. That shit did not work. So they ended up putting something in my IV called fentanyl, and it makes you pretty fucking drowsy. Like, so I felt like I was high as shit, but you can still feel the contractions, but you know what? It actually kind of helps you sleep. So I was kind of sleeping, and then you have a catheter in you, because, you know, supposedly with the epidural, you know, your legs can't move. I was still able to feel everything, so since they had the fucking epidural, they were like, oh well, like, might as well just stay in bed, you know, that shit's gonna collect your pee for you. But bitch, my water breaks around 2:30 in the morning, and I felt that shit. And I ended up calling the nurse, because you have like a little thing, like a little remote that helps you call the nurse. And then I'm yelling, my water broke. And the lady comes comes rushing in and she's like, oh yeah, like, so she changes me like if I'm a baby, you feel me? She changing the papers and all of that, the padding or whatever that they put under you, the blankets, everything. And then my man, he like woke up right away. Like, he was like, oh shit. He said that he had barely fallen asleep and that he woke up. And then the midwife comes in and she says, you're at 7 centimeters. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, this is just 7 centimeters. I had to get to 10. Bro, fuck. So I was literally just crying. I was panicking. Got these heart rate, ended up going down, and then they ended up giving me oxygen because they were trying to get me to calm down. And I guess like all the nerves and everything were really getting to me, and I felt like throwing up. So I remember I had to like a throw up bag again with next to me, and all that was coming out was saliva. I couldn't even throw up. Like, I was just gagging and it hurt my stomach. And then I remember from that point, like around 3 in the morning, I'm telling the nurse, I'm pushing. And it's because you feel so much freaking pressure, dude. And especially in the contractions, like, you're just I cannot explain what these pains feel like, but honestly, it just feels like all your bones are crushing. Honestly, like all your pelvic bones, everything is just your pelvic bones, my bad. That, like, it just feels like somebody's stabbing you, on God. Like, I've never been stabbed, but I feel like that's what it would be. Okay, I need to get to the point because it's already at 11 minutes. But yes. So then I'm yelling to the nurse, I'm pushing. She's like, no, mija, don't push. You're gonna tear really bad when it is time to push. All right, so let's say like around 3:25, I'm yelling, I'm pushing. Now I'm telling my man, I'm pushing already, like, it's time to push. And the nurse comes in, she's like, no, mija, like, no, todavía no, because, you know, the fucking midwife had just came in saying I'm 7 centimeters or whatever. And so they're telling me, like, no, it's not time to push. She checks, the nurse looks, she just lifts up my little hospital gown, and she's like, oh yeah, baby is coming. Kati's head was already crowning. And so then they all come rushing in, and literally 4 pushes later, Kati was out. I didn't tear that bad. I think it was like a 1st degree tear, or not even, I forgot what it's called, but literally I just needed like 3 stitches and that was it, literally. And I was a lazy ass my whole pregnancy. Like, I literally didn't walk a lot or exercise a lot, and I was just like, whoa. And I did that. I was a natural birther, and I took all the fucking pain like a champ, bro. Still to this day, I'm in awe of myself. Like, I did that, bitch. All of us moms that have done it, props to you, because every labor and delivery story is different, but we all did it. C-section, vaginal birth, whatever. Bitch, we did that. We did that. That's all I'm gonna say. So, hope you guys like this video. I made it too long. I was not trying to go this long, but my ass loves to talk a lot. Alright, so bye. Oh, my baby.
Did it.
My baby, my beautiful.
She's gorgeous, baby.
Hi, mama. Hi, baby love.
Don't pull too much, just because the cord is a little bit
Very
short.
good.
Beastly.
1 minute?
Yeah, beastly.
Hi, mommy.
Baby.
Cut the cord.
Come on, this side. Babies. Look at the Leia, mama.